us on Facebook at Daunta A. Long. Follow us on Instagram at Daunta Long. Follow us on YouTube at Daunta A. Long. Thank you for tuning in to LongTalk.
Good evening, and welcome once again to LongTalk. And what a great joy it is to have another opportunity to have another meaningful conversation with you who are tuned in on this wonderful evening to participate in another LongTalk. We're always grateful to have an opportunity to have meaningful dialogue, as we believe that long talks are an effective way to communicate and resolve and to enlighten. And so tonight we're grateful once again. Tonight, if you will do us such a favor and please connect with us here at LongTalk. You can do so on many of the social media platforms by going to Facebook and to Instagram and to YouTube and to Twitter. Please do that for us tonight, as we greatly appreciate you taking the time to connect with us here on LongTalk. Please like and share. If you're on Facebook, do the watch party, tag somebody, let them know that LongTalk is on the air. If you're on YouTube, please go ahead and hit that subscription button and that notification bell so that you can stay connected with us each time that we have meaningful long talks, okay? All right, thank you in advance so much, and we appreciate and enjoy our constant engagement with so many of you that watch and listen to this show. As many of you are always commenting and leaving notes for us, we're so grateful for you, and we're so thankful that this show is providing meaningful content for your life. All right? All right. Well, listen, tonight is no different. We are so grateful to have tonight's guest with us, hailing all the way from the city of Chicago, Illinois. Our guest tonight is from the Windy City. She is a sought-after songstress, singing all over the city. She is a songwriter, creating original music and music content that is out, and that's available for purchase as well. But tonight she's here because she's also penned a book. And this book is really on fire. Many people are talking about it. It's trending. People are so excited about it, and tonight she's carved out some time to come and talk to us. So all the way from Chicago, Illinois, LongTalk family, will you give us and give her a LongTalk welcome by helping us welcome Miss B.Lin. How you doing? How you doing?
Hi, man. I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing well, doing well. Thank you so much for coming on and talking to us tonight.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. B.Lin, while I tried to do my very best to let the LongTalk audience know exactly who you are, would you take just a few minutes and just introduce yourself to our audience tonight?
Yeah, man. I'm B.Lin. Hi, everybody. Nice to meet you. As he said, I'm from Chicago, an amazing city. If you've not been here yet, make sure you visit. It will change your life. You will be impressed. I am a singer, songwriter of my original music. My music is available on Apple Music, Tidal, iTunes, all sorts of things. If you just type in my name, B.Lin. But tonight, I am here as an author of my book, How You See It, The Power of Prespective. So I'm just glad to be here, man.
Oh man. So you've already let the cat out the bag. You have just, you have penned this book, How You See It, How You See It. So talk to us a little bit about what was your inspiration for writing this book, How You See It.
Oh my goodness. So as it says in the subtitle, The Power of Perspective, my inspiration is pretty much offering audiences different viewpoints. This idea was given to me. God dropped this in my spirit in 2018. And I honestly ignored it at first because it was never a goal of mine to be an author. I was focused on music and other things. And so I kind of let it slip through my fingers. When I tell you so much of life happened to me between 2018 in 2020, it wasn't even funny. I mean, I was in a four-car collision, near-death
Oh my.
experience. I experienced a breakup. It just was so many things happening at one time. And as we were approaching 2020, I started reevaluating the way life was going, and I'm thinking to myself, why am I not satisfied? Why am I not happy at where I am in life?
Yeah.
And God so delicately, but firmly tapped me on the shoulder and reminded me, well, I gave you something to do 2 years ago. You didn't do it.
Mm.
Perhaps you should, perhaps you should consider that. You might feel a little better. So, really, I'll say that the number one inspiration behind this book is because it was a clear assignment from God, and I finally got to the point where I wanted to see what would happen if I did what He wanted me to do, as opposed to what I wanted me to do.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Wow. The old folks would say sometimes it takes a lot to get our attention, right?
Absolutely, and it did.
But I'm glad that you survived it all and are able to to talk about it, and not only to
Yeah.
talk about it but to write about it, right?
Yeah, man. Of
Yeah. So
course.
so it's in print and people are being encouraged. As I said earlier, people are talking about it. It's on social media, and
Yes.
it's really been a blessing to many people's lives. And I got to be honest with you, you've got some stuff in this book that really, I mean, really speaks to everyday people, and it is
Yeah.
really helpful, and it really brings things into perspective for us. And I took some notes down earlier, and I really just want to go through some of these things in the book that I
Of
think
course.
can really speak to your journey and really help us understand why it is you wrote this. And so I want to ask you this question. In the book, you said it like this. You said, treat your words like currency. You said, treat it like currency. If you can't afford the outcome, don't say it. Talk to us about that, if you will.
Well, I believe that we all know what it's like to go broke. We all know what it's like to waste money. That is not a good feeling. We
Yeah.
all have made pointless purchases. And if we would apply that analogy to our vocabulary and our conversations and the dialect we have with each other, we should be mindful of the
Yeah.
words we say, because words speak life or death. And that is something I wanted to shine some light on in my book. Yeah, treat your words like currency. If you can't afford the outcome, don't say it. Think before you speak. Before you're about to make a big purchase, you consult with yourself and your finances, and you see a person that cares about what's in their account. They do whatever they have to do to make sure they're in a proper position to make that purchase. So if you're a person that cares about the conversations and interactions that you have, then you ought to think twice about the words that come out of your mouth, because they will make or break. They will make or break a lot. They will make or break that current conversation, that current relationship, that current interaction. And if you can't afford to say whatever it is you're about to say, even if it's just boiling inside of you, even if it's in your head, even if you think that what you're about to say is going to really put a person in their place, sometimes it's best to just think twice on that thing, because we save ourselves more by being quiet than we do by saying everything we want to say.
We save ourselves. Wow. I never thought about that. When you say we save ourselves, because you're saying just like you may save yourself some money that you may have remorse concerning, you're saying the same thing happens when we speak out of turn, give too much of our mind. You hear people say, I'm going to give you a piece of my mind.
Yeah.
I'm going to get it off my chest, right? I'm going to let it, I ain't going to, and so we'll say things in the heat of the moment. Many times we, in our anger, will say things that when we think about them, oh my God, I should have never said that to you, B.Lin. Oh my God.
Yeah.
And you're saying we can save ourselves from having to offer unnecessary apologies or deal with unnecessary torment for having disrespected you as a sister.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
and so why do you think we really need to say, but because you'll hear some people say after you've said some crazy stuff, oh, you
Yeah.
can save that, B.Lin.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear that from you, right?
Listen. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, if somebody gives me $100
Mm-hmm.
because I needed $100, not because I just, I have it to spare, I'm not likely to walk down the street giving all the houses on the block $5. I'm appreciative that I just received $100 because I needed it. And
Right.
so God gives us the ability to speak because we need it, and we can't misuse that. If you ain't walking around just handing out all the money in your account, don't walk around giving everybody a piece of your mind. They don't need
Ooh.
it. They don't need it, and everybody didn't ask for it. And you can't afford to give it all. You can't afford to just let them words come out your mouth carelessly. You should be
Mm.
grateful that you can speak it all. Some people can't.
Oh my
Some people can't.
goodness. Oh my goodness. So, I will say this, as much, and sometimes we can be catty, sometimes
Yeah.
we can be just, B.Lin, that hat ain't really doing nothing for you tonight.
Yeah.
And, I just feel like saying that, and maybe because I'm older,
Yeah.
I just want to say that to you because you're younger, or I
Yeah.
feel like I have authority to say that to you, baby.
Right.
That hat don't go with your outfit,
I just say, hey, brother, it's not your hat. Not, not your hat, brother.
Yeah,
My
yeah,
hat.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I've seen that happen numerous times
Hmm.
where people make just real sly comments, right?
Yeah. Absolutely.
And hurt people and offend people.
Hmm.
And you're saying we can save ourselves from doing that.
Hmm.
And then if the other person says, "Oh, save it," we won't get
Hmm.
upset because
Yeah.
they don't want to accept our apologies for not counting up the cost, right?
Yes. Absolutely.
Oh my
We
God.
gotta count it up.
Mm.
We got to. It's too valuable.
It's too valuable. Oh my gosh.
Hmm.
Man,
Hmm.
we could spend all night talking about that one
Yeah.
because B.Lin, I am convinced that, as you're saying, we have to do a better job of just how we dialogue one with another.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
here on Long Talk, I'm really doing my very best to make sure that we highlight the significance of effective communication, right?
Yes. Yes. You're doing a great job.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And I'm trying very best. I'm trying my very best. And,
Hmm.
and you're doing a great job tonight of
Thank
really
you.
driving this point home that we have to be extremely careful,
Hmm.
because I don't want to hurt you, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to disrespect you. You are
Hmm.
my sister.
Hmm.
In our culture, we say you are the queen, right? And we don't necessarily want to do anything to hurt anybody for any reason, and that's why I am just so committed to making sure that we don't hurt anybody for any reason. And I'm just grateful that when it is that we do these things, and I'm talking to all of you tonight, we don't uh, position ourselves to hurt one another. I don't want to hurt you. You don't want to hurt me. And that's the meaning of having a long talk, that we can make sure that, yes, there may be some things that offend me. Yes, there may be a couple of things that offend you, but we don't want to hurt one another, and we don't want to do anything to disrupt unity and harmony one with another, right? And so I just want to make sure that while you're watching this and while you're listening to this, we do whatever we can to make sure that we don't hurt one another. And I don't want to hurt you. You don't want to hurt me. Or maybe it is that we get to the point where we don't care anymore. Some of us get to the place where we don't even care. I don't care how it goes down. I don't care how you feel about it. I don't care what you think about it, right? I just don't care. And since you don't care, we'll get to the point, B.Lin, where we say, who cares, right? Who cares? Who cares? But I'm
Absolutely.
just glad that you are here tonight to talk about the mere fact that we got to count this up. We got to count it up.
Yeah, we do.
We got to count it up. Man, we got to
Yeah,
count
we
it
do.
up. Oh, my goodness. Listen, I know time is getting away from us. I want to lift this next point up. You just in this book are talking about making sure that we take advantage of how we're looking at things, right? I want to, it's
Yes.
all in how we see it. It's the perspective.
Yes.
The old Judaic phrase is we don't see things how they are. We oftentimes see things how we are. So if I'm mad and you're happy, I see you say, good morning, Daunta. What's good about it, B.Lin? Right? It can be so simple as things like that.
Oh man.
It's a beautiful day out there.
Man.
Well, you know, the weatherman says it's going to rain at 4 o'clock today.
Man. So quick to do it too. People are so quick to take that left turn.
Left
So
turn.
quick.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
most people feel like you have to have a negative to follow a positive, not true.
Yeah. Oh, we seem to be having a few technical difficulties here, but we're going to get to the bottom of this. B.Lin's having a few little issues, but as she said, we are so quick. We are so quick to do that one to another. And we don't want to do that. We don't want at any point just to dampen somebody's day. We don't wish to in any regard ruin somebody's day because we don't have we don't have anything good to offer to the conversation, right? And if we don't have anything good to offer to the conversation, then we should really think about how we do this. B.Lin, can you hear me? Okay, looks like she's still having a few complications, but we're going to work on that here in the next few moments. I just appreciate this dialogue tonight because I think it's essential. I really think it's essential that we treat our words like currency. I can't tell you how many times we have done things and how many times we have just not even cared. We've done things and not even taken into account how this negatively affects you, how this negatively conditions you. And really, all it takes is for some of us, and if not for many of us, one bad experience, just one bad experience. And when you have one bad experience, sometimes it can ruin the whole day, right?
What? Am I back?
Yeah, you're back. You're back. You're
Yes,
back.
absolutely. Am I back?
Yeah, you're good. You're good. You're good.
I don't know what's
Internet,
going on.
your
Okay.
internet is a little, but don't worry about it. We're gonna keep this conversation going. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We're gonna keep this
I'm like,
conversation going.
I don't know what's going on. My
Uh,
Wi-Fi bars are up.
Okay, well, don't worry. Listen, the next thing you said in the book that really caught my eye, and I want to go with this. You said sometimes all you have left is what God put inside of you, not the thing or the things that are in front of you. Talk to me about
Yes.
that if you can.
Well, here's the thing. If we focus on what we can see and we focus on the problems that are in our face, whether it be the job you don't like, the person you don't like, the level of advancement that you have not made, instead of focusing on the ideas and dreams and visions and talents that you have within yourself, then you get sidetracked and you miss the whole point.
Yeah.
What God puts in you, that's what's supposed to come out, not what's already out. The things that's already out, that's not always supposed to come in. We're not always supposed to digest that because everything ain't healthy for you. If you focus more on what's already on the inside of you, you will live your best life. It's a fact. It's about how you see it. How do you view your gifts? How do you view your talents? How do you view the dreams and the visions that God has given you? Most of the time, our greatest ideas came from Him. They came out of nowhere, right? We say, "Ooh, I just thought of something really cool," and you think that it's you. The thought of it is really not. It's God
It's God.
depositing something special into you because He feels that you are capable of giving it to the world. But we spend so much time looking at other people and looking at our circumstance, that's what we deposit instead, and then there's no return on that deposit. There's no return. So once again, we somewhere broke because we have misinterpreted the whole process of possessing gifts. We've misinterpreted it.
Oh man, and we spend our lives continuing the cycle of misinterpretation, right?
Yes, absolutely.
B.Lin, I really wanna sing, but you know, I don't have the best voice. I don't have the best voice.
Right.
This song I wrote, it's not, you know, I mean, it is what it is.
But you wrote it. You wrote it.
It ain't much though, you know what I'm saying?
Why you write it then? Why did you take the time to write it? Because it was much. It was much to you. You just don't think it's gonna be much to me.
And so my experience, even though I've discounted it, you're saying it's valuable because it may offer benefit to you and to many more, right?
Yes, absolutely. There's a quote I love that I always see this post. God doesn't call the qualified, he qualifies the called. We spending a little too much time thinking we not good enough. And first of all, if you exist, if you are alive and well on this earth, you're good enough. Period. You're good enough. You're here. You still here, aren't you?
Yeah.
If you still here, there's something for you to do. We count ourselves out because what we want doesn't seem normal. The things that we think we should do, or we too scared to share our ideas with other people. We just spend too much time convincing others that what we love and enjoy within ourselves in our long time is something that they're supposed to love as well. Well, your friends are not always your target audience. Neither is your family or the people you know. Focus on you and what God gave you. And those who are supposed to be blessed by it, they will come to you. They will flock to you.
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
Yeah. You're right. You are so right. I am just grateful that you have taken the time to write this and that you are just so passionate. I really appreciate that you are just passionate about making sure that we appreciate what God has given us, right? And I'm grateful. Listen, do us a favor before you go, and I know your time is limited. Just talk to our audience and just convey to them this message about proper perspective and the necessity of having the proper perspective in this life.
Yeah, well, how you see it is how it will be. So if you look at your life as negative, if you look at your circumstances, oh man, bad stuff always happening to me. Why is this always happening to me? I'm never going to do this, do that. Then you're automatically speaking out of your mouth manifestation of more negativity coming to your life, because that's how you see it in your mind. If to you, your reality is all bad, you can't be that surprised that more good is not coming. On the contrary, if you view your life as good, oh my goodness, I can't wait till I do this. I keep attracting good things. I'm loving life. I'm grateful. I'm filled with gratitude. I'm filled with love. You ain't got nothing to worry about because good things are coming. There is a very short poem that's in the back of my book that I would love to share with you guys. And it basically sums up what I'm going to say next. So this poem is called The Path. I saw a path that looked like me, so that's the way I
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh goodness. Listen.
Path that bent. You see, the path I took had gone. I played it safe according to the path that I was on. Suddenly realized my path was over there.
Read that in its entirety again for us. Read that for us because you broke up. Start that over for us. I'm so sorry. Start it over for us.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
I got you. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I saw a path that looked like me, so that's the way I went. But halfway down the path, I saw another path that bent. You see, the path I took was so familiar, it felt great. So why would I get off and join a path I saw too late? I stood there and I thought about the way my life had gone. I played it safe according to the path that I was on. But suddenly, the wind blew my things in the air. That's the day I realized my path was over there. At the end of the day, the moment you decide to live your life to its fullest, the moment you decide that you deserve what you desire, is the moment everything will change. How you see it is how it will be.
Mm.
In the story.
I love it. I love it. Oh, B.Lin, thank you so much. I mean, I sincerely appreciate you taking the time to come on to Long Talk tonight and talk to us. How can people connect with you?
Yeah, so you guys can connect with me on Facebook, B.Lin. That's my Facebook page. I have that's my artist page. On Instagram, it's at B.Lin Create.
Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Having a few more challenges. We're so sorry about this. But listen, you can connect with B.Lin, and I'm going to put her information back up here. Goodness, I hate it that she's having those challenges. But B.Lin can be reached at B.Lin Creatives. Yeah. There we go. Can you hear us?
What? Yeah.
There you go. Go for it. Go for it. Start it over. No, go for it again. Go for it again.
Okay. You guys can find me on Instagram at B.Lin Creates. So that's B.L.I.N. Creates. You can find me, my fan page on Facebook is also B.Lin. That's B.L.I.N. And my website is www.blincreates.com. You can also order my book on Amazon, How You See It, The Power of Perspective. And you can also purchase my music or listen to my music on Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, or any of the musical platforms that you use. Just type in B.L.I.N. and you're sure to find me.
B.Lin, thank you so very much, my sister. I appreciate you taking the time to chat with us.
I appreciate you having me. God bless you, and God bless everything that you're doing.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I sincerely appreciate your kind words. It means so much to me. And I appreciate you once again.
No problem.
All right. Take care. Take care. Friends, tonight, this has been another meaningful Long Talk. Sometimes Long Talk has its challenges. Listen, nothing in the world is perfect. But I pray that you got the message out of it. And I pray that the woman of God, B.Lin, the songstress, the songwriter, the author, as she was conveying the significance, and with passion she told us to make sure that we calculate what we say, that we are responsive enough to make sure that whatever we say has a positive effect on those that are around us, those that we come into contact with, because we must be individuals who are displaying love and who are displaying all type of good in the earth. So I don't know if you're doing kind deeds, if you're talking well to your neighbors. I know there are disputes in so many different arenas, on the job, where you live, where you shop, where you park your car, you're part of your book club, at your church, wherever you are, in whatever arena. Conflict is almost imminent in all places. But that does not negate the fact that you and I are responsible for our input and for our contribution. And so as she said tonight, your words are your currency. And you can't afford if you can't afford the outcome, if you cannot afford to lose a friend, if you do not wish to lose a family member, a good relationship with a neighbor, all because you said something the wrong way at the wrong time to the wrong person. So avoid it all by simply just listening to this Long Talk. This Long Talk is simply designed to tell you that all you have to do is just think before you speak. We don't have 7 principles, 10 laws. No, I'm just telling you, think before you speak. You can't afford to say it. You can't afford the outcome to lose a friend, lose a family member, stop speaking to a coworker, create a toxic environment, avoid all of that tonight by simply making a conscious decision. You that are watching this tonight, before you go back to that job, before you go back and see that neighbor the next time, that coworker, that classmate, whomever it is, that person at your church, that person that you get into it with on the local highway, road rage, or fighting over a parking spot, or whatever the case may be. I need you tonight to be more conscious. All right? All right, that's enough of that. Long Talk is coming to a close, but before we get out of here, I want you to connect with us. Do so on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter. We have so much meaningful dialogue on Twitter many times after this show. And tonight after this show, if you want to go on Twitter and talk about what you heard on this show, myself and others will be on there. Connect with us on Twitter. And for those that are on YouTube that are watching, thank you so much. We appreciate our YouTube family and our YouTube community. Continue to subscribe and to hit that notification bell, because we appreciate it. I appreciate it. We've got engineers and staff people that help us with producing this show. We put a ton of energy into making sure that this show really resonates with you, the listening audience. And so when it is that you connect with us and when you talk to us and just your kind words to us, it really keeps us energized and infused to continue to create this meaningful content. I appreciate you, my listening audience. Maybe I don't say that enough, but I appreciate when you send your inbox messages. When many of you say, hey, how can I get on this show? You don't know. That does something for me personally. It makes my heart well, and I appreciate it. All right? All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Listen, join us again next time, and make sure that you stay connected to Long Talk, and we'll see you next time. God bless. Take care.
Follow us on Facebook at Daunta A. Long. Follow us on Instagram at Daunta Long. Follow us on YouTube at Daunta A. Long. Thank you for tuning in to Long Talk.